It's week 3 of April, and we have a good matchup on tap. Mets baseball as New York goes up against the Atlanta Braves. Live on 2K Sports.
Major League firepower from the National League. The Atlanta Braves hoping to excite their crowd. It's the 3rd week of April. Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. Gary Thornton with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. And tonight, a look around the stadium, 47,000 strong. Here's a look at Atlanta's starter. Steve, as he faces this Mets lineup today, what do you think his thoughts are?
Well, we got a lefty on the mound in this one, some of the best stuff in the league among the elite left-handers in the game. Against a lineup that can certainly put runs up on the board, but you have to believe if the lefty can get the job done, he should put some zeros up.
Got a chance now to see that lineup for the Mets. John, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Jose Reyes, to me, is one of the most exciting players in baseball. He can win a game with you without even getting a hit. He walks, he can steal second, steal third, score on a ground out or a sac fly. Plus, he plays some of the best shortstop and most athletic shortstop you will see in the game of baseball today. Jose Reyes is going to be a star in this game.
And it's Jose Reyes in the box now. Last time out, a loss for the Braves. So we'll see if they can rebound to claim this series. Last of this 3-game set against the Mets. Fastball in there, 0-1. He just could not string anything together at the plate in that game.
Wow, their bats were pretty much shut down. Good pitching stopped them.
The pitch. And it's 0-2. Reyes is going to be swinging at anything close. Wanted to get him fishing, but he misses 1 and 2.
Well, you watch how the hitter reacted to that. He had thoughts about chasing that pitch, but at the last second decided to lay off of it.
Here's the pitch. Good eye by Jose Reyes. He lays off that one, and it's even. The 2-2 pitch. Reyes, contact, and a foul ball. Reyes again, a foul ball.
Well, this is one of these epic battles that you just love to see. A pitcher who's not giving in, not throwing anything over the center of the plate, and a hitter who's worked the count even, fouling a tough pitch off to stay alive.
That one swung on, it's lined. And out number 1 as he steps on the base. Take a moment to look at the Braves' defensive setup. We hope you can't get enough baseball. There'll be more this Saturday. We'll see Mark Teixeira and the Texas Rangers. They'll be hosting the Kansas City Royals. Action gets started 8 Eastern.
Really looking forward to calling that game. It's got a chance to be a very interesting matchup between those two teams.
Base is empty with 1 away. Just missed with the fastball, 1-0.
Well, another year where it seemed like injuries the storyline for the Mets. There was a story in 2009. It's injuries a big issue in 2010 as well.
In there at the letters, evening the count at 1-1. Well, you just can't take big names out of the lineup like the Mets had with Beltran and Bay and Reyes and expect to win ball games.
Well, Beltran missed the first part of the season, limped his way through the second half, and then Jason Bay with that concussion. Only 6 home runs for Jason Bay, though. They just did not get the kind of production they were looking for after that big season in Boston the year before.
He delivers. Low for a ball, and he'll be in the driver's seat, 3-1.
Well, this is your dream when you're in the on-deck circle before you go into the batter's box. If you can get the count to 3-1 and in your favor, you know you have the upper hand.
Swings, hits this one pretty well, deep right center. in there, and this is going to be trouble. It's up against the wall on a bounce. Wilson towards third. And he stops at third. That's a triple and 1 out.
Well, he shoots this one out towards the wall, and he's thinking triple all the way. No hesitation running the bases. He cuts them perfectly. And with 1 out, let's see how they're going to pitch to the next guy.
And on third, 1 out. Swung on, line to right field. 2 down. Here's what Atlanta has lined up. This New York series wraps up today. They'll kick off a road series with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Great series there. That is a 4-game road series. Then they have yet another venue. The Giants hosting that one. That's quite a few road games coming up, and that's always challenging. Strawberry at the plate. Two outs, a runner 90 feet from scoring at third. Slider just misses. 1-0.
Trying to throw it in on the hitter's hands right here. Trying to get him to flinch and open up. He just laid off the pitch. Didn't get the strike.
Here's the 1-0. He watches that fastball. It'll even up the count at 1-1.
He looked like he was ready to swing that time at the plate, Gary, but he must have been looking for a different pitch as that fastball just paints the outside corner.
Now the 1-1. Cuts on that fastball. Can't make contact. 1-2. One-two pitch coming. Fastball swung on and missed, and the side's retired. They pick up no runs on a hit, stranding a man at third base. First look at the Atlanta offense coming up. And on the mound, we've got Tom Seaver. He's starting the game for New York. And Steve, as he faces these Atlanta hitters, what's he looking at?
There are times where this lineup can be a challenge for pitchers. With the quality stuff this right-hander has, though, if he's on top of his game today, he should be able to get the job done for his manager.
That swung on, line towards the gap in left center. Well, that's a good start. First batter, first hit. Take a look here at the lineup for the Braves.
That's a prodigious lineup right here. Names that everybody recognizes. A lot of threats in this lineup and no breaks for the opposing pitcher.
Now it's a good look here at the Mets. Here's their defense. Particular standouts here, John?
Well, the excitement that Jose Reyes brings to a ballpark, everyone thinks it's just offensively, but defensively, he can be a lightning rod too. Can cover so much ground as far as pop-ups go behind him, but he's also great with a strong throwing arm at turning the double play.
Runner on first. Here's the pitch. Watches that fastball. That goes by him for a strike.
He's painting the black away with that fastball, Gary, hitting the spots and with great velocity.
Lined right at the second baseman. That's one. Now over to first and safe at first. Close play. Not quite enough time to get him. Aaron is up now.
Well, the Braves did well enough to survive in their own division in 2010. A few more wins here or there, though. They could have beaten out the Phillies for the division title.
One out, man on first. There's a swing and a liner, and it falls in. Hitting streak continues. In light of the Phillies' performance over the last few years and the Braves' great history, that's been a pretty good rivalry.
Well, listen, I think the reality is the road to the division title in the National League East goes through Philadelphia.
Cepeda is the batter. One out with runners at first and second. There's a swing and a drive deep to left field. He has to back up for it. Comes away with the out. With that, they'll hold the runners at first and second. Eastern Division standings starting to take shape here in April. You're on our State Farm standings board. Marlins out in front, first place. Second place, the Phillies. In third place, it's the Braves. Fourth place, the Mets. And the bottom dwellers, the Washington Nationals. And Matthews in the box. In his rookie year now. Two down. Runners at first and second. Pitch on the way. Off the plate with a fastball, and it's 1-0.
A good action on that pitch running away, but it's a ball you have to get down to the zone. Don't throw it up.
Checks him at second. Fastball misses badly. He's behind 2-0. Fastball misses badly. He's in danger of losing him.
Well, 3-0 count right here. Hey, look, I'm giving the hitter the green light and letting him swing away to see if he can do some damage.
Hoping for a free pass that time, but that fastball's in there. Strike one.
A pretty good pitch to hit right there. He takes it for a strike. Clearly, he didn't have the green light.
That swung on and flied to right. And he's there to retire the side. So no runs, 2 hits, and they strand 2. Both teams still looking for their first run here in Atlanta. Middle of the lineup coming along. It's going to be Hernandez. He's going to get us started. Second inning. The pitch. Smash towards the hole. And he's got it. Spectacular play.
Well, he hit this one on the screws, but luckily the first baseman had him positioned properly and had the big old glove over there to get him out.
It's Kent at the plate. Base is empty, 1 out. There's a swing and a liner towards first, and it's through. Base hit for Kent. That will bring David Wright to the plate.
Although it's still early on in the season in the National League, let's take a look at where the Mets rank. Second in walks, second in strikeouts, and they're the number 2 team in stolen bases. Speed, a major asset for this team. The ability to take extra bases and put runners in scoring position.
And as good a year as David Wright had, it could have been a lot better if he would have produced in the second half of the season. He hit only .244 after the All-Star break. He needs to pick that up in 2011.
1 down, runner at first. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. What David Wright was able to do last year for both before and after the All-Star break, as John was talking about, is keep the home runs up. About half and half on the year.
You know, I think the numbers fell off in the second half a little bit because Jason Bay lost with that concussion, and just his presence, I think, helped David Wright. With Bay out of the lineup, there was nobody there to protect him.
Now the 1-1 pitch. He swings, hits a ball to right field. That's the second out of the inning.
Let's take a brief look here at the Mets and how they ranked in the National League last season. First in stolen bases, second in triples. And for the hits numbers, well, they didn't quite have the numbers you want there offensively, which really leads to some questions about their offensive production and how many runs they can score.
Runner on first, 2 away. Here's a swing, a fly ball deep down the line and right. And that one's put away to retire the side. No runs at a base hit. They leave 1 man on at first. shutout baseball here in Atlanta. And in the batter's box, it's Murphy. He'll start the home half of the second. Here's the pitch. It's 0-1 as he swings and misses at that fastball.
Credit the catcher on that one. That's a good low target setting up, and he hit the target. Good execution.
Pitch on the way. Lays off that fastball, and it's 0-2.
Well, the hitter lays off this pitch, realizing you can't do much. When you get that kind of four-seam fastball down and away, it's tough to hit.
Low, and it's 1-2.
That two-seam fastball is such an effective pitch. One, because it gets ground ball outs, but two, it sets up his other pitches.
There's a ground ball, and Reyes picks it up, and that'll set down Murphy. Here's what the Mets have in store. They wrap up this Atlanta series today. Nothing scheduled for them tomorrow. The Astros coming into town, kicking off a homestand. That series bound to be competitive. That's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Then they stay home for the next series, the Arizona Diamondbacks. So, a lot of home games to look forward to. It's McGriff batting. One out, bases empty. Sliders in there, no balls and a strike.
Well, the backdoor breaking ball right there. They set up a way and executed the pitch perfectly.
The pitch. Missed badly with the fastball there, 1-1. A 1-1 pitch, and he watches that curve for strike two. The pitch, and this is popped up on the left side. That's two gone.
A chance here to take a look at where the Atlanta Braves rank in the National League right now. Second in walks, fourth in doubles, and they also show up in the top 5 in triples, which really proves that this is a team that can hit the ball in the gap and they can run. They hustle, they have aggressiveness, and you love the way the third base coach waves them around, bringing them into third base.
Base is empty with 2 outs. The fastball is in there. It's 0-1.
Well, that's a hitter's pitch right there. Fastball right down the heart of the plate. He didn't swing. Swing the bat. Come on.
There's a slider that misses, 1-1.
When you throw a breaking ball like this, you want to start it on the corner and break it off the zone, trying to get the hitter to chase. The hitter didn't take the bait here.
Swung on, hit sharply to first. Makes its way through for a single.
Well, with 2 outs and no one on base, chances of scoring a run seem pretty scarce, but they get that 2-out hit. Now they have some life.
Let's take a brief look here at the Atlanta Braves and how they ranked in the National League last season. First in doubles, 5th in runs. And they were in the top 10 in team batting average. An offense that made a lot of contact and got a lot of base hits.
2 outs and a man on first. Line shot into center field. That one gets through for a base hit. Atlanta, what a shot they got here.
Well, that was a good pitch, but the hitter, give him a lot of credit. He got his bat on it somehow, and that's what you have to do when you're up there in a defensive mode. Try to put the ball in play, and good things will happen. And Gary, he got the hit there.
Two men on and two men out. First pitch. First pitch fastball misses badly that time. 1-0. Pauses and now the 1-0. 1-0 pitch, a slider in there. 1-1.
Down, down, down. It's all about location. That breaking ball down in the zone makes it very difficult on the hitter.
Sharp bite to that slider. 1-2. Taps this one foul to the right. The 1-2 on its way. Fastball swung on and missed. Side retired. No runs with a couple of hits and two left on. Both teams still looking for their first run here in Atlanta. Number 8 spot in the lineup. They'll start things off here in the third inning. Whoa, that one misses badly. 1-0.
He tried to backdoor that pitch, but left it out and away.
Now the 1-0 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to short. And that's in plenty of time for the out. Triples last year, the leaders? Sure. State Farm brings it to us. Let's take a look here at Reyes in the top spot.
Well, there's nothing as important besides a home run than a triple, and this guy can do it better than anyone, and he did it last year. Number 1 in triples. I'll tell you what, not only do you have to have a lot of speed, but you have to be able to put the ball in play on a consistent basis to hit as many triples as he can.
And here's Jose Reyes.
Well, Jose Reyes is one of the most exciting players in baseball, but he has to stay on the field. A history of leg problems. 2010, he missed time early in the season, and then late in the season, he missed some time also, but he still put up pretty good numbers. Needs to be healthy, though, if his team's going to win.
Good eye by Jose Reyes. He lays off that one, and it's even. Jose Reyes with that great speed, 30 stolen bases. You have to wonder, the thyroid issues he struggles with, are they going to keep him on the bench?
Well, he made the All-Star team again. It looks like they got the thyroid under control. I think the big question is, can he keep his legs healthy? Because that is the name of his game. He needs to run.
And he looks at a fastball in there, and it's 1-2 now.
The pitcher showing that he can effectively throw strikes on the inside part of the plate. The hitter now has to make an adjustment, possibly opening up for that pitch next time.
Fastball got him 2 down.
Got him to chase that ball down and away. Good pitch, not real good execution by the hitter.
It's going to be Wilson now. Tripled in his last appearance. Base is empty and 2 down. The first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. On the way. Swings and misses at the curve, already 0-2. Here's the pitch. Curveball, strike 3 called. Side is retired. And they're unable to make any noise here in this half inning. Mets can't get the offense going. Moranville is the batter. Lined out in his last at bat. Here's the first pitch. Curveball just misses. 1-0. Called strike on the outside corner to 21. Here's the 1-1. That one's drilled to short. In time for the out. Now a look at the teams who generated the most runs last year, courtesy of State Farm. Number 1, the Reds. Second, the Phillies. The Rockies third. Fourth, the Brewers. And number 5, the Braves rounded out.
Well, this is a pitcher's dream when you have an offense like this on your side. You know you're going to get a ton of runs. You don't have to be so precise. You can let runs score because you know your offense is going to pick you up. The good thing about this team is they like to score runs. They like to score them early in the game. That gives your team a lot of confidence.
Watches a fastball that's in there. 0-1.
In order to throw that fastball away from the hitter, you have to get great extension out in front. Nice job of pitching.
Outside for a ball. 1-1. The 1-1 on the way. That big breaker gets by, and the count goes to 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball just about had him, and it's a 2-2 count. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. And that one is in there, his second hit today.
Well, this guy's got a lot of speed over there at first base, and it's not going to be surprised to see him off and running to try to steal this base.
Cepeda at the plate. 0 for 1 thus far.
Well, this is what you want. You've got speed on first base, tie ball game. You have to do what you can to get him in scoring position. Let's see if they get him going.
This at bat underway. 1-0 after that first pitch missed. He delivers on the outside corner. 1-1.
I don't think he liked that call very much, but the reality is he couldn't hit that any day of the week. That's a great pitch.
Line drive fouled off towards first. A smash towards the hole. The opportunity for offense is right now.
He takes this 1-2 pitch down in the zone. He's able to go down and get it. Get a good part of the bat on the ball and pick up the base hit.
That's a tough pitch to hit. When you're behind in the count, you just want contact, and he got it. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Here's the first pitch. Off-speed pitch is in there for a called strike. Swung on and ripped towards second. That's 1 out. And 2. Double play. They pick up no runs on 2 hits and strand 1. Both teams still looking for their first run here in Atlanta. And if you're just joining in, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. First pitch to him. That one's going to be outside. Ball 1.
Look, we're into the 4th inning right now, and as you start to flip the lineup over again, now they've only gotten 2 hits, so they're going to have to really evaluate what they should be looking for at the plate, and maybe they need to be a little bit more patient and make them work.
1-0 is a fastball that runs away, 2-0. Here's the delivery. It's fouled off.
Foul ball!
Ground ball up the middle. Moranville. Throw one to first in time, one away.
Nice easy ground ball to shortstop, able to get over, make the play. Good strong throw across the infield to get the runner at first.
Strawberry is the batter now. 0 for 1 thus far. One out, nobody on. First pitch on the way. Fastball misses away, 1-0. The 1-0 now. Inside on the slider, 2-0. He watches that fastball. That goes by him for a strike, 2-1.
Looks like the hitter's waiting for a pitch that he can get up in the zone to drive a little bit. That's why he went down to the zone with that four-seamer.
There's a swing and a ball hit well straight away center field. And he drops back to the warning track to pull it in. It's going to be Hernandez. Lined out last time up. Base is empty with 2 outs. And the first pitch. A line drive toward short. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. And they are retired in short order. Good defensive half inning. We are still scoreless in Atlanta. And in the batter's box, it's Murphy. He'll lead off the 4th for the home team. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. He deals. And here's a swing and a miss, and he falls behind 0-2.
Well, a great pitch and a great strike right there to get that pitch down and away. Look, if you can throw it out there consistently, you keep doing it, you're going to have a lot of success.
Oh, tough one to lay off right there, that fastball. 1-2. Holds off on the slider, 2-2.
If you're going to miss, this is where you want to miss. Throw that breaking ball at the bottom of the strike zone. If the hitter swings and puts it in play, it's a ground ball out.
Slider, that's taken. Strike 3, 1 away.
Now, K-Camp's going to show us a good look at this slider.
That pitch certainly not lacking movement, John.
Well, it's controlled movement, and that's why he's able to throw it so effectively to catch guys looking like he did in that at-bat.
It's McGriff batting. Always a marvel to watch. You just know the opportunity for him to put the ball in play is there anytime he's at the plate. 1 out, nobody on. Now the first pitch. On the ground to second. Picked up by Kent. On to first, 2 away.
Oh, he just makes every ground ball to the right side look routine. He scoops up another one and sends him back to the dugout.
6 slide up at the plate again. He singled in his last at bat. outs, bases empty. Here's the pitch. Fastball just misses. 1-0. And he takes a strike on that fastball. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Good looking fastball. Called the ball though. 2-1.
Well, he tried to go outside on the outside corner with that fastball right there. Just got a little bit off the plate. He's got to be careful, though. You don't want that hitter to get his arms extended.
Hard grounded to short. Played by Reyes. Throws to first. Side is retired. And they're held in check here in this half inning. Both teams still looking for their first run here in Atlanta. It's Kent at the plate. He'll get us started here in the fifth. Here's the first pitch. Fastball runs inside. 1-0.
They need more offense right now, Gary. I mean, only leaving 2 runners on base. We're moving through the middle part of this game, heading into the later part of the game. I mean, they need to give themselves some opportunities to score runs. Patience at the plate. Get somebody on.
He makes contact. Line drive. 1 away.
He's got everything working for him right now. Every pitch, he's throwing for a strike. And that's 9 in a row that he's set down.
1 away, and David Wright gets set. A career .267 number off the Braves. Wright gets set. Here's the first pitch. Fastball is downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses badly. He's behind 2-0. And that's a ball. Now David Wright's going to be looking for the green light.
Well, anytime you have a good fastball and you can keep it down in the zone around the knees or lower, it's great location and, believe me, very difficult to hit.
Here's the pitch. Hit in the air to center field. This one to Duffy. And he grabs it in his tracks.
He's retired 10 in a row. The hitters are completely overmatched right now. He's got it all going on.
Number 9 spot at the plate again. Flew out last time. 2 outs and nobody on. Here's the first pitch. There's a swing and a line drive. And he can't get to it. This one finds its way around, rolling all the way to the wall.
Well, they set down the first 2 men of this inning, but they couldn't get him out. A big double right there with 2 outs, and a 2-out hit will score a run.
Up again now, the number 5 spot. Ground out victim last time through. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Well, the decision here obviously is a great respect for the hitter. He's going to get the free pass.
But I'm not sure either of these guys likes this. They'd like to go at each other and have the challenge and see who could come out on top.
That will bring up Jose Reyes. And the National League pitchers have to deal with him with the base pass. He's near the top in steals. Two down. Runners at first and second. And the first pitch. He sends this one in the air towards center. That one gets down for a base hit. And he's in there.
Look, Gary, with his speed, he's the kind of guy that could bunt for a base hit even with 2 outs and then try to steal himself into scoring position.
A productive hit. Checking the WPA graph, let's measure what the RBI means.
Well, the starting pitching in this game has been absolutely outstanding. So coming through right there in the clutch to bring that first run of the game across has to build confidence for the rest of his team.
It's going to be Wilson now. Boy, we have seen this offense building momentum, Steve, and what a time of the ball game to do it.
Gary, we just saw a big hit right there, and it points out how critical it is at this time of the game to have somebody who can step up and get the job done in a clutch situation. And now it comes down to, can their bullpen hold this lead?
Swung on, hit in the air to right center. And that's going to do it in this half inning. Now we finally hear a whimper out of the offense. They put a run across. The Mets are in front, 1-0. Afternoon at the ballpark. Pleasant, cool day here. And here's the first one. Lays off a called strike of the knees, 0-1.
Better to go after the fastball when a guy has quality secondary pitches. Even though it's down to the zone, you've got to swing at that.
Looks at a fastball in there, and it's quickly 0-2. Now it's popped up behind home plate. One away.
This one goes right up the chute. Sometimes it's hard for a catcher to gauge these sorts of pop-ups, but he had no problem with it.
Duffy at the plate. He was a strikeout victim last time through the lineup. Nobody on base, one away. Here it comes. And he squares around but misses it for a strike. Waves at this bunt attempt. He misses for a strike. Fastball is up high, then it's 1-2.
When you throw a two-seam fastball, you want a ground ball, which means you want to throw it to the bottom of the zone. This pitch up could come back to cost him later in the game.
Sharp slider. That's going to get down into the dirt for a ball. Slider just about had him. 3-2 count.
So if you're going to miss, this is where you want to miss. Throw that breaking ball at the bottom of the strike zone. If the hitter swings and puts it in play, it's a ground ball out.
And here's the 3-2. And he swings and hits this one foul. "3-2 on the way. Hit hard to second. Picked up by Kent. And that's in plenty of time for the out.
Well, Gary, you know, he's settling into a groove right here. And that's 6 in a row that he's set down.
Moranville up now. He bounced out his last time. Base is empty with 2 outs. The first pitch. Off the plate, low, 1-0. Here's the pitch. A swing line to left center. And that's through a base hit.
Oh, I love being able to get hits with 2 outs. Even if there's no one on base and you don't drive in any runs, what it does is, though, it prolongs the inning and it makes the opposing pitcher work harder and can possibly get him out of the game earlier.
Two outs and a man on first. Here's the delivery. Off the plate with a fastball, and it's 1-0. Right. 1-0 delivery is a fastball in there. 1-1. And they pitch out. Nobody's moving. The 2-1 pitch. Hit in the air to center field. And that'll retire the side. Caught by Wilson. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand him. Atlanta still hoping to put something up. Piazza up at the plate. He's going to get us started here in the 6th. First pitch to him. Looked like the slurve, and it just missed. 1-0. Here's the 1-0. The 1-0 delivery is a fastball. Can't make contact. Strike one. He takes a fastball for a strike. Now it's 1-2. One-two pitch coming. Swing and a miss on that slurve. He's out number 1.
You talk about a guy who had full command of his pitches, only 4 of them, but he located and executed them perfectly.
And as a result, this game stays close late.
Yeah, and you got to battle a little better than that. You just can't let a pitcher go in there and get 4 quick pitches and get a big strikeout. You got to battle better than that.
Base is empty with 1 away. Swings and misses the slider. 0-1. Here's the pitch. There's a swing. Line drive. Center field. And it's through. That's a base hit.
A good piece of hitting right there with 1 out. Now let's see what they can do with him now that they've got a man on first.
State Farm will look at the teams who recorded the most steals from last season. The Mets number 1. Second, the Padres. The Nationals third. Fourth, the Phillies. It's the Astros number 5.
Well, Gary, you talk about putting pressure on the opposition. This team last year was number 1 in stolen bases in the league. And when they get on base, a lot of things happen. You make the pitcher work so much harder, throwing over, stepping off, slide steps, and all that stuff to try to keep him from stealing base. And then when he does, it's just demoralizing to the pitcher. More than likely, he'll make a mistake, and they'll make him pay.
Here's the pitch. Up the middle it goes. Over to second for 1. And a deuce, a double play. So no runs on 1 hit and nobody left on. And next, it'll be the Braves getting it going. Cepeda in the box now. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. First pitch on the way. There's a swing and a drive, deep right field. As he retreats back for it and gets the out.
Well, they followed the advanced scouting reports to a T. They played the outfielders back that time, and he hit it right into the teeth of the defense.
And Matthews in the box. Lined out in his last at bat. Base is empty, 1 out. First pitch on the way. Starts him out with a fastball for a strike.
Well, bunches of base runners on in this game, but being left on. And really, the offense is keeping the pressure on, but you really have to credit every single time he needs to make a pitch, he's gotten it done.
Line towards second. And Kent picks it up. Throws to first. He's retired. That's 2 down. And in the batter's box, it's Murphy. Took a called third strike in his last time up. Base is empty and 2 down. Here's the pitch. First pitch way out of the zone, ball 1. Here's the 1-0. That's outside, ball 2. He waves at that fastball, 2-1. Here's the 2-1. Fastball gets away from him there, and it's 3-1.
Well, you've got to be careful right here. Look, you're down in the count 3-1. You just can't throw something in there and hope he gets himself out. This guy's too dangerous for that.
Here's a swing and a liner to left center. And that gets down. Murphy's got a single.
Well, with that big 2-out hit right there in this inning, the managers in there telling him, let's not let him breathe. Let's not let him get that 3rd out. Let's score before this inning's over.
Well, definitely going to have to hold the runner close at first base. He can run, and boy, if he gets a second.
Grounded softly to short. Played by Reyes. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side.
Now, Gary really brought his A game for this one, executing all of his pitches. Great command and control. They haven't been able to muster any offense against him so far in this game.
The Mets not letting the lead disappear. It's Kent at the plate. He'll lead off the 7th. First pitch. This one swung on, hit down the line and right. And that's number 1. 1 away, and David Wright gets set. He flew out his last time up. He delivers. Fastball misses away. 1-0. On the way. In there at the letters, evening the count. 1-1. Just off the inside part of the plate. 2-1. There's contact. He drove it well. And Duffy makes the catch. In the box again, their left fielder. He doubled and scored in his last trip to the plate. Two outs, bases empty. First pitch, here it comes. Off the plate with a fastball, and it's 1-0. Fastball just misses, and he falls behind 2-0. The pitch. He looks at that fastball. Called strike. 2-1. The 2-1. Fastball on the block. He doesn't get the call, though, and it's 3-1.
Well, you see, he just missed with that fastball right there away. Let's see if they try to come back inside to try to jam him.
And that one is going to be outside, and that is ball 4, and now you've got a base stealer on.
Well, good discipline by the hitter to lay off the high pitch and take his base.
Number 3 slot up again here. Drew a walk as last time. A runner on first with 2 outs. Here's the first pitch. Pitch out. Nothing was on, though. The 1-0 now. Hit sharply towards the hole.
Perfect situational hitting. This is exactly the time you want to go the other way.
And what we're talking about is taking the ball where it's pitched. It's outside. Go the other way. Two men on and 2 men out. On the way. Just missed with the fastball. 1-0. Drilled towards the hole.
Well, an outstanding piece of hitting to load the bases. Picks up that single, and now the pressure mounts.
It's going to be Wilson now. And I have a feeling he's taking a real good look at the fact the bases are loaded.
A base hit here will give him a much-needed insurance run.
2 outs, bases loaded. Now the first pitch. First pitch fastball misses badly that time. 1-0. Swing liner back up the middle. And that's going to be a base hit for Wilson. 1 run is in.
He's tired. His pitches are starting to flatten out. 3 straight hits. What more do you need to see before you give him the hook? Good hitters just thrive in situations like this.
And he needs to come through here with 2 down.
Infield got to play back in this situation and get the out at the easiest base.
Bases are loaded with 2 down. And the first pitch. Now a swing and a shot towards second. Throws on to first. Side is retired. They pick up a run on 3 hits. Denied a big inning, though, as they leave the bases loaded. Mets by 2. Cleanup man in the box again. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. And the first pitch. Smash towards the hole, and it's caught. The play by Hernandez.
Well, no runs so far, and he's been able to make every pitch he needs to neutralize some of these big bats. Getting the job done. He looks like he's feeling good.
Shane Dinks is the batter. Popped out of foul territory last time. One out, nobody on. Hit sharply towards the hole. That gets down. The tying run coming up.
Well, anytime you can get a guy on base who can steal bases, it puts so much pressure on the opponent. Let's see if they can get him around to score a run.
Duffy at the plate. We'll try it again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Runner at first with one down. And here's the first one. Runs up to bunt, gets this one down. Piazza. Throw is not in time, and that will be an infield single.
Well, he's trying to advance the runners with this bunt. He's not bunting for a base hit, but once he got it down, he realized this is going to be a tough play, so he hustled down the line. They couldn't get anybody out.
One out with runners at first and second. And the first pitch. And this is inside, and that hit him hard.
Well, the ball just sailed away from him, couldn't control it, now it loads the bases. He's got the throw strikes in this situation. He's in a big-time jam.
And he's in some late inning trouble here, even though they've got the lead. Sacks full, only one out.
Okay, the defense should be a double play depth in this situation. They're protecting the lead. They need the ground ball to get out of the inning.
Has a turn in the box. And he's in some late inning trouble here, even though they've got the lead. Sacks full, only one out.
Okay, the defense should be a double play depth in this situation. They're protecting the lead. They need the ground ball to get out of the inning.
Well, working on the 0-1 count now.
Okay, the go-ahead run now on first base by virtue of getting beamed by that pitch we just saw.
Here's the delivery. Second pitch, waves at the fastball, and suddenly it's strike two. And if you're the pitcher, Steve, in this situation, you've done major damage to your own game. Can you regroup?
Well, I think from the manager's perspective right now, you've got to watch this guy. Is he losing control, or was it just one pitch?
Fastball is a waste pitch that time, 1-2.
But a two-seam fastball down to the way, trying to get the hitter to roll his hands over to get the ground ball. He just laid off, though.
The 1-2 on its way. 1-2 pitch is high and hard. That one misses. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Boy, that one is stung up the middle. Kent is able to get to it. Not in time. Easily safe at first. And they score him. The second baseman didn't have enough on that one to get that out.
That was a close play. If he had gotten rid of the ball a little bit more quickly, he might have had it.
Good hustle down the line.
Well, boy, Garrett, tell you what, you need to bear down and make some pitches right here.
You know, he's clinging to a late inning one-run advantage here, but the sacks are full.
Now, this guy has the stomach to be able to handle this situation. He has the stuff, but now he has to execute the pitches.
3 on and 1 out. And the first pitch. A smash to first. 1. And that's 2. A double play. So they score once on 2 hits, 1 man left. The Braves would like another inning like this or better. They've made some progress. And if you just joined our broadcast, great to have you on board. 2K Sports Major League Baseball. I'm Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk. Here's the first pitch. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. And Murphy gets to it.
Well, I followed the scouting reports. They moved the outfielders back before the play, and they were in exactly the right position to be able to make the catch. Good coaching.
It's going to be Hernandez. We'll get another shot after hitting into that double play last time up. Base is empty with one away. The pitch. Swing and a drive. Deep left center. 2 away. It's Kent at the plate. Flew out last time. It's Kent at the plate. He flew out his last time up. Base is empty with 2 outs. First pitch, here it comes. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Lined up the middle. Shane Dinks. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. It's the kind of inning the defense likes. 3 up, 3 down. And here are the Braves. Home half of the 8th inning. And Matthews in the box. He'll get us started as we go to the bottom half of the 8th inning. First pitch. Swings at that fastball and misses. 0-1.
Look, here, I think they're going to look at anything they can. If there's an inside pitch, get hit by the pitch, get on base, you're the tying run. If you can, lay down a bunt for a base hit. Hit one in the gap. Think about going for 2. Put yourself in scoring position.
Here's the pitch. Ball. Lays off the cutter. Good pitch, but it's 1-1.
He tries to sneak that cutter down and in. Just didn't quite catch the plate.
He sends this one in the air towards center. And it's in there. The tying run on board.
Well, anytime you get your first hitter up in the inning, big things could happen. It opens up a lot of holes in the defense, and it makes it a lot easier to hit for the guys behind you.
And in the batter's box, it's Murphy.
Well, they needed a little extra speed out there to cover the bases, potentially steal a base. Let's see if this added speed pays off.
Base hit his last time. No one out and a runner on first. And here's the first one. Throws that curveball a little low. Ball 1.
Well, this guy is a classic finesse pitcher with one of the best curveballs in the league.
Ready with a 1-0. Here's a swing and a ground ball. There's 1. And 2. A double play.
Beautiful looking double play right there. A pitcher's best friend.
That shortens the inning, shortens the number of pitches that have to be thrown. It's all about defense. It's McGriff batting. Grounded out last time. Two outs and nobody on. And the first pitch. Fastball swung out and missed. 0-1.
1 out remaining here in the 8th inning, and obviously offensively time running out. They've got to get something going, only trailing by a run. Find a way, get a pitch. If you get one, you can drive. You've got to think about extra bases, and if you hit one, think double out of the batter's box. Get yourself in scoring position.
Swing and a miss at that fastball. No balls, 2 strikes. Fastball swung out and missed, and the side's retired. No runs, one hit, and no one left on base. The Mets maintaining their advantage. Leadoff hitter David Wright. Pitch on the way. It's strike one. Can't make contact on the fastball. Here it comes. And he leaves that one alone. Right, patience, evens the count.
Well, that fastball right there just missed, just below the knees. Tell you what, a borderline pitch. I think they wanted that one bad.
This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. This one to Duffy. Able to glide over. Not much of a problem on that one.
The center fielder has a good angle to run this one down. He calls off the left fielder. Great catch.
In the batter's box, it's Kingman. He's coming in to take his hacks here. Nobody on base, one away. First pitch inside with a fastball, ball one. Now the 1-0 pitch. And he looks at a fastball in there, 1-1. One pitch. Lined right at the second baseman. And a good throw gets him 2 down. And the number 8 spot rolls around. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Base is empty and 2 down. First pitch on the way. That's inside for a ball, 1-0. Swings and misses at the fastball. That'll even the count at 1.
Well, if you're going to be late on the fastball, you're going to have trouble hitting up here, and he's struggling right now.
The pitch. 1-1 pitch. Fastball. That's going to be low. 2-1. Two-one pitch. 2-1 delivery of fastball. Swung on. Strike 2. And he looks at a fastball that's in there. Side retired. And a good half inning there. Gone in short order in this one. The Mets 2. Atlanta 1.
Well, this is what you pay good money for to come to a ball game for a moment just like this.
Trying to make that great comeback here in the bottom half of the last inning. He represents the potential tying run.
The bottom of the ninth, 2 guys, mano a mano. Who's going to win it?
That's 1 down.
Well, offensively right now, you've got to force the issue. You're running out of time. You've got 2 outs left in this game, Gary. And I think that from the managerial perspective, he's got to think about putting runners in motion if he gets them on to try to make something happen.
One out, bases empty. First pitch, a slider for a called strike. A smash between short and third, and that gets the tying run on board.
Well, you just can't explain how valuable a pinch hitter is. A guy who can come off the bench cold and deliver a big hit.
Duffy at the plate.
When you're looking to generate offense, speed can be an important factor. They bring in the faster base runner now. Let's see if he can do something.
Had a couple of hits, 4 trips to the plate. One out, man on first. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and ripped towards second. 1. And a double play. They got a move.
A tough loss here for this crowd today, but boy, do they see some kind of pitching performance from the visiting team.
Now let's take a look back on this ball game and see who our player of the game is.
And a lot of these times you get multi-hit games, but they really don't mean anything. This one, though, was very important because everything he did constituted them scoring runs. He set the table, he scored runs, and that's why he's our player of the game.
And they didn't have to score a lot of runs to do it. They end up with just managing 2 across the plate, but the pitching held up.
Well, a very close game and solid pitching and outstanding defense as well. Those little things become the key in close games.
So glad you could join us. For Steve Phillips and John Kruk, I'm Gary Thorne. We'll see you real soon.